So, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and girls, nerds, geeks, and Mxartsypants, welcome back and welcome home.
Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite Written Writ Ralph talking to you straight from his show here, The Written Writ. Show where you and I and you get creative, have fun, and geek out. And it's time to talk to all these beautiful people here, you know, because a lot of stuff's going to be happening. You got Kickstarters, you got conventions, you got video games, you got TV shows, you got movies, you got, there's always something.
I have to say, Ralph, compared to Apple Bites, this music is so much better to air jam on air guitar. I love it.
I gotta say, I do like this one better. The other one's been around longer, but I do like this one better. I think that's because in this one we kind of showcase everybody.
Well, just thank God I'm off camera when that song's playing. So it's good.
Air guitar. All right, folks. I always like to start with the Kickstarter. So, Celeste, we're going to start with you so we can get the Kickstarter out there while we're having conversations in the background and people know what's going on. So why don't you tell the people all the beautiful stuff? Give them the spiel. Go for it.
All right. So I'm Celeste Snyder. I am an artist based in Colorado right now. I'm actually from Philadelphia originally. So being here with you all makes me feel a little homesick. I had to reteach myself how to talk when I came out here because everybody made fun of me. So hearing the accents makes me a little nostalgic. But I am working on an anthology right now called Prism. And it's the anthology of tomorrow. I came up with the idea to do a sci-fi collection, and it's all about utopian futures. So the most radically positive kind of view of the future you can imagine. And we opened up for submissions. We had so many wonderful artists and writers submit. We settled into about 8 stories that are included in the anthology with people from all over the world. I have artists from Italy, Ukraine, Singapore, Belgium, coming together and kind of making their own vision of the future to kind of be hopeful in this day and age. Things can seem a little scary, a little dark. So we wanted to do something super, super positive. And we are currently kickstarting until July 4th for East Coast time, like right at midnight, July 4th, it'll be closing. We're still a ways away. So basically, if everyone who subscribes to your channel donates $1, I will get across the finish line there. So here's my fingers crossed for that. But it's rocking until July 4th. There's a ton of different creators you're supporting. The Kickstarter amount is just to pay the artists and writers that worked on it. And then after the Kickstarter is funded and closed and we go into pre-orders, all the profits that we make go right back to those creators as well. So it's all artist owned, writer owned material. So it's something I'm really excited about. It's the first time I've stepped into kind of a more art direction role, which has been really exciting and fun. And I'm lucky I've got to see everything. You know, all the stories are finished, and there's some just really amazing and unique work in this anthology. So we really want to see it come together.
This stuff looks great, Celeste. It'd be really cool if I could, kickstart your campaign, but there's no link to get to it. So
What are you trying to say there? I should put the link inside the comment section? Is that what you're saying?
probably a good idea, Raphael.
I love the cover.
I want to hear the guy talk about it. I don't want to hear the guy go, "Come on, Ralph, you didn't put the link there, so I'm not going to do nothing for you."
I'm just trying to save you from that, Raphael, so it's okay.
Folks, there it is. It is in the comment section right now. Go help this out. It's always a good pleasure to help indie creators out, especially when you have an anthology, because you have a lot of things happening at the same time. It's one of the best ways to get creators out there, especially because, doing it yourself is a bitch.
No lies.
I've been having a lot of fun on the organization side of things, like of the collaborative environment and stuff like that. But it is super stressful to be like, well, let's make sure we can really make it happen. And I've been wearing a lot of hats. So yeah, it's definitely been a challenge, but one I really hope I can do it again. And the success of this campaign is kind of going to show me if I can figure out how to make something like this work. Cause I would love to keep putting anthologies together and putting more creators that maybe don't have as many opportunities. I mean, if everybody here is working in the comics adjacent industry, I think we all know that it doesn't pay a lot, and sometimes it's feast or famine. So the more opportunities I can create for people, the more I would like to.
Yeah, I gotta say, I love anthologies. What made you want to do this? Besides the fact that they're just a great way to get a bunch of different people onto something. Because as a creator, paying for 5 pages of art is so much easier than paying for a whole book of art.
So I've been wanting to do an anthology with my friends for a while. The one we've been talking about is horror based. So we were talking about maybe doing like urban legend themed stuff, and then having a connecting story in between, which is something we're still working on and hoping to launch later. But I put it on the back burner in February because I get online and it's just a barrage of really like crazy negative stuff. And I felt really helpless at that time. And I was just like, well, what do I do as just some jabroni? I didn't really know what to do. So I was like, well, maybe we can create art that is kind of very indicative of this time in history, I guess, and hopefully spread that positive message. But again, since I am one person and my idea of what an ideal future is based on my experience, I wanted to get more voices at the table for that.
Right.
Because what I might imagine is the most perfect future ever might not be what somebody else is envisioning. So I just kind of wanted to collect all those stories together and then maybe even be able to connect a through line, like with the common themes in each of these stories. So, maybe a person that reads it is like, hey, all these stories have this one thing in common. So maybe we should be making decisions that kind of lead toward that instead of, not. So
I get you. And as much as I love anthologies, it's really a lot of work to put it together. So anytime you guys do this stuff, I'm always like amazed at how you guys get it done, because putting one book together is hard enough, but putting a group of people together in one book is a whole other thing.
I think I really lucked out. It's been, in terms of the talent side of things, it's been a breeze. All my writers have gotten along with all the artists. Everybody hit their deadlines, and if they were going to miss it, it was only by a little bit, and they were very communicative to me. Like, there's a meme going around where they show a picture of their dog, and it'll be like, oh, this is the dog that convinced me to get another dog, and then the second dog is like a terror. I feel like I am in the first photograph right now. Like, this is like, wow, this was amazing, so easy to come together, and we're so collaborative and positive and everything that it might give me a little bit of a false sense of security. But I owe all that to the creatives that chose to take on this project with me. So it's and getting to know people that
Right.
aren't necessarily in my circle, that's been really super rewarding and great as well.
So, folks, why don't we check out the videotape? Here we go.
The future doesn't have to be bleak. That's why we made Prism Anthology of Tomorrow, a sci-fi graphic novel imagining futures bright enough to light the way. Prism is a 56-page collection of comics, short stories, illustrations, and poems by creators from all over the world with a simple premise. What is your ideal utopia? Prism is meant to show all the possible things we could build together. But we need backers like you to bring Prism into reality. Our initial funding goal makes sure all of our creators are paid a fair wage. Stretch goals will allow us to expand into a print run and turn into bonuses so our creators can keep creating. But we don't expect support for nothing. We have a range of awards tiers, including a limited edition holographic cover copy that will only be available to Kickstarter backers. Join us and keep your eyes towards tomorrow.
Very nice, very calming,
That's good.
very hopeful, very future.
In our Discord, we've been talking about the vibes being like the cozy games, like Animal Crossing, stuff like that. We want people to pick up this book. And
I was wondering why. I was like, okay, I'm thinking something here.
I was thinking Jet Set Radio, if you ever played that game.
I love Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
You can see that everybody's a gamer.
A little bit of art style, yeah.
Yeah, I think the art style you're looking at is Yadriel's. They worked on the title is called The Handshake, and that was written by Edward King, and that's basically about a secret floating island that is like a zero conflict island, and how they solve problems, and there's an outsider that comes to visit and learn about their society, and Yadriel chose to design her characters with a heavy indigenous influence, as they're indigenous themselves. So it was a super cool style, and I see them at a lot of the conventions near me in Colorado, and I've always been very impressed with their work. So I'm really glad they chose to come on board with us.
That's always you want to see a bunch of different voices, a bunch of different things. It's always good to see. It's also good to see different types of features, if we're going to be hopeful. Oh, man. So, folks, it's in the comment section. Go check it out. It's always great to support one of these because there's so many voices and so many beautiful things going on in each book, and there's so much for everybody. Next off, why don't we go with you, Dewayne? What do you...
Yeah, I'm ready to go whenever you want me to do my pitching stuff. I'm ready to go.
Do it.
My name is Dewayne Dority. I'm the creator of Wait Comics. Wake Up and Thrive is my logo. I do it every single day. I'm thankful that I have already had 3 successful Kickstarter projects, 2 books, and I've had my first children's book, be able to publish it off of Kickstarter. So now I'm going and diving into horror, and I'll be bringing my 50-page comic Liar with me. It's been awesome to be able to bring Liar to life. It's a character that I created from some pain and anguish in my life. So that's what I plan to launch in August. On August 12th is Liar, and I'm excited. We're gonna have 5 awesome covers. We're gonna have a couple exclusive covers for my friend Carl Hewitt from Wales, which is pretty awesome. And it's going to be literally my last traditional artwork, because the rest I'm going to be doing in Procreate. So it's awesome to just be able to that. In August, I'm going to show that off. It's going to be a very bloody and gory and psychological type of story. So I'm excited to show that off.
Dude, how do you do it all? You're constantly putting out this book and that book. How do you have time for all that stuff?
Well, being a caregiver to my disabled wife and son, usually I stay up late at night, and I usually what I do is I do a couple pages at a time. And luckily, since I have Procreate now, I do it 10 times faster. So I always just, whenever I have a mindset of writing down a story, I finished my glow stick story that I plan to publish in 2026. I already did the 24-page outline for that, and I'm already sketching that together. I already have my Red Cod Force story all inked out. I'm coloring it right now, so and I have my Kevin and Bob, my second kid's book, Kevin and Bob. I'll show that cover off real quick, and that's coming out. Yeah, Kevin and Bob Find Their Ducks. This will be my second kids books. Yeah, this will be my second kids book. So yeah, I did it for my son because he loves his aliens, Kevin and Bob, and he has a bunch of ducks. So I was like, I'm going to make a story for him, and he loves it. This is my copy. I had to buy this one because this is the one I gave my son, and it's already messed up. And look at it. He loves it so
love right there.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it. So I had to make sure.
It's great.
Yeah. Oh, he loves it. He reads it every night before he goes to bed. And I have the 4 covers too. I'll show those off too. I have the first 4 covers of Liar. So I'll show those off. This is an original art I did, and my friend Carl, he redrew it in his style. So it's pretty awesome to have him redraw one of my artworks in his style.
That looks awesome.
Yeah. And then this one, I love this one. It's Liar in front of a stone, a gravestone. So a couple of covers I did myself because I had a bunch of artwork, and I love this one. This was from one of my original because I did Liar a few years ago. It didn't fund on Kickstarter, so I shelved him for a couple of years, and I decided, I'm gonna keep working on him in the background. And the pencils were done by Ken T, and I did the inks and colors on it. So those are the first 4 covers. So I plan on ordering the other 3. So yeah, there's gonna be 7 awesome covers. So, and a lot of cool posters, like with Liar. It's just been a long road. That character has been through a lot. So my first Kickstarter with him didn't fund. I tried to do a collab with him with another artist, and that fell through. So I said, you know what? The heck with it. I'm going to sit here and do 50 pages by myself, and I'm going to draw it out, and I'm going to ink it. I'm going to color it. The minute I get Procreate, I'm going to go in, and I'm going to redo it all. So it's just like I sat here, and I did all these pages all on my own just to make sure that when Liar was ready to go, I had him ready to go. So it's just like I was ready. I was ready. I didn't waste no time putting him together. So I'm pretty proud of it. To sit and do a 50-page horror comic is just it's celebrating just to know that it's coming finally. He's gonna finally get his little stardom.
I'm happy you're showing that off because there's a lot of people out there that are constantly waiting for something.
Yeah, and that's what
waiting for that. And this just showcases the just do it yourself.
Yeah, and that's what I think any artist need to do more is try to do their books and get it done beforehand. So when they get on Kickstarter, they don't have to worry about waiting on an artist to they hire, so they have to wait months on end to hopefully get their book out there. With me, when I plan to do it, I'll make sure that I have a timeline and a deadline set and just get it done so I don't have to worry about that part. Because I think it's even cooler when people see your story and they know it's all done. They're going to want it. So I just pride myself in just making sure my stuff is done before I launch it.
It's awesome, Dwayne. It looks really cool. I love it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
When I first got Procreate, like I said, I'm new to Procreate and digital art, so I was like, oh man, the coloring kind of took me for a whirl for a little while, but thank goodness, I had a bunch of friends who knew how to draw on Procreate, and they were giving me a bunch of hints and stuff on how to do it. So it's been a lot easier to do all my inking and stuff and do my lettering too. So it's going to be awesome to finally show off Liar.
Nice.
It's going to be a very gory book, and it's going to have some psychological things in there, because like I grew up in a broken house home, so the first 14 pages you'll get to kind of see my house and what it was like on the inside. So you get to see some stuff in there that I wanted to put out there, put my anger on a page, and just hope people enjoy it as much as I did.
It's a very diverse style in the different books, I see.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, with my kids' book, I try to make it as cartoony as I can. Like I've been on here before. Dr. Seuss, my son loves Dr. Seuss. He loves it. I swear he's got almost every single book, and my wife plans on buying him some more, so he's got them all.
My aunt was a teacher, and whenever we went over our house, and we'd get loaded up with green eggs and ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, we got like 10 Dr. Seuss's books every time we went over there. Just amazing.
When I was a kid, my mother always used to tell me that my favorite Dr. Seuss book was Are You My Mother? If you remember that book.
Yeah, my son has that. He has 2 copies of
Yeah.
that book right now on the shelf. I can literally go
Do
get
not
him.
remember that one.
Yeah.
I think mine was, Cat in the Hat, probably green eggs and ham.
I like
One fish, two fish.
Son has that one too.
Yes.
I love Horton too. Horton is great.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I never got Horton.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I planned to, when I was doing Crescent Blue and Blood Sable, I was proud that they funded it, and my first kid book funded. So I was like, oh man, I got a lot more coming. I got my first horror book coming. I'm going to have another, kids book coming. Then I'm going to drop into sci-fi, action, stuff like that. So I'm pretty proud. I'm trying to get diverse in what I put out too, because I don't want to just keep doing action, just the same old like everyone else is doing. Trying to give a little leeway so people can get into other things too.
It's always good to do that. It's always good to do as much as you can, do it, be as diverse as you can. Even though, and the way the world is today, they always tell you need to concentrate on one thing, Ralph. You can't talk about all the other stuff. How are you supposed to get famous and stuff?
It's true. I think being diverse is good. Like if you have, things in other avenues, you're going to have more people come your way to support your stuff. So and anthologies, I was a part of the Comic Unknown, his Phantasmagoria. That was a cool anthology I was a part of. So it's like, I've tried to dip my toes in it, anything I can be in.
And that's what you got to do. You got that hustle, bro.
I try.
Like I said, there's so many people out there. They go, I need to wait for this specific incident to happen in order for me to do this specific thing, and then the specific fame thing happens, and then I'll be famous. And I'm like, okay, if you say so.
You got to grind, especially in indie comics. You have to be the marketer for yourself. You literally have to be the face to your stuff. That's what I've learned over the years. You have to market yourself any chance you get a chance.
That's a definite,
Absolutely.
Yep, that's why I hire people to play cosplay. So
that's always a good thing too, because you hire a cosplayer.
I'm a cosplay, so
it'd be cool one day to see one of my characters, someone wearing my character.
Right.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'll tell you the same thing I tell everybody else. You can make it happen just like you just did with all this. You hire a cosplayer, hire them to do the costume and all that, and put them next to your booth, and that always gets attention, because now you got your character walking around.
No, Dwayne, just lose all sense of modesty. Just
do it yourself. There you go.
Do it yourself, man. It's
especially with Liar. I think you can do Liar.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, I definitely could. Liar's a pretty cool character. All I do is got to take
it.
my face screen and write Liar all over.
Exactly. Yeah. See, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Who knows the character better than you? Put it that way.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited because I'm going to launch Liar in August, and I pretty much have everything's going to be pretty much limited except a few items, because it's a specific reason. It's my father's birthday, so it's a special occasion. I created that character because of my father, so it's just like a little, hey, I'm going to get this character out of my system, put my past behind me, and just move forward. So that's kind of what I was thinking when I was, getting it together.
Well, happy early birthday to your dad, by the way, too.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Happy early birthday.
Yes, folks, you can do it. We can do it. I'm going to take the link and I'm going to put it into the comment section so you can go check out all this beautiful stuff. Because
Yeah, and it's cool. And with Mxum, it's print on demand. So once you order it, it's getting shipped straight to you. So which I think that's pretty
Oh, I
cool.
love
They're a
that.
great company. Yeah, so it'll go straight to your home wherever
And
you
I
want
know
it to
that
go.
I know Amazon has print on demand too.
Yeah.
And there's I think there's one more that does print on demand because it's a I keep telling people if you want to get your book out there, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it now. It's not like it was in the '90s where you had to get $10,000, just so you can get your book printed.
Yeah.
Do you have the link to the Liar page?
I didn't put it in there in the chat. I just put my Mxum one in there, but I have it in my Instagram and stuff as well. It's in my bio. It's right up there, my pre-launch page.
And I'll put it in the comment.
Okay.
So my friend doesn't go, well, Ralph, he didn't put it in the comments, so I'm not gonna go look for it.
Get out.
All right, I'll do it real quick.
What a great idea.
I'm telling you, man, that guy is always on me. I don't think he does anything. You heard me. I don't think you do anything. I don't think you follow anybody. I don't think you help anybody. He's gonna be pissed.
I don't know. You put the link in the comments. I'll be able to. I have no problem kicking money to people.
All right, I put it in the chat. It's there. I had to go get it real quick. I had to put it in my notes. Thank goodness I remember to put stuff in my notes.
Now for my friend. Here we go. It's in the chat, and go check it. Oh, wrong one. I put it back in the wrong one there.
You put it in a private chat, Ralph. Come on.
It's like, we already know, Ralph. You don't need to put it over here. There you go. There it is. Go. Oh, and this is the best time to go because it is in the follow stage. And this is actually totally free. You can go click on the link and sign up to follow or sign up to be notified when this Kickstarter goes live. But right now, it's free. You're not going to do
I appreciate
anything. All you're doing is pressing the button so that you can follow this and give him a bunch of follows, which means that when he starts the Kickstarter, he starts off in a better place, in the algorithm.
Yep.
And we all know how those algorithms can be.
Oh yeah, and I have some copies of. I plan to give them to the first couple backers who back Liar. Here's my part of Phantasmagoria. I actually colored Angie Gogo in this story, so I plan to give these away to people who back the book too.
There you go.
Yeah, so there's an incentive. First couple backers get a free Phantasmagoria book.
Speaking of indie artists, there goes the Son of Saint right there saying good evening. How you doing, Son of Saint?
Good evening. Good evening.
Folks, if you guys want a great artist who does fantastic work for covers, posters, you name it, this guy can do it. Go check out the Son of Saint. He is amazing. And now, speaking of all this beautiful goodness, Eric, we have to talk about the fact of a place where we put all this stuff together. And I gotta say, you were saying in the green room how hard our friend works who we never see.
That's his job. That's his job.
And I agree with you. That man works his butt off, and he added another convention for November.
Yes, we did. We're also looking very forward to that one. That's we're going to be the first convention in that new space down in Vineland. Well, we can talk about Vineland a little closer to it,
right,
when we get there.
Yeah, tell them the one that's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one we're here for.
Paul there too.
Garden State ComicFest.
Right.
I guess first things first, just so everyone knows, if you haven't saw, they moved locations from Morristown to West Orange. The good part for me, it's 10 minutes down from my house, and I still asked for a hotel room. I didn't get it, but I still asked.
I feel like it's easier if you get a hotel. You don't have to worry about all that stuff, even if you live close to it.
No, it's still fine. I just told him, like, yeah. I'm like, you're gonna have to get me a hotel room. He goes, you live 10 minutes, and like even today, we're like, like as you ramp close to the convention, our phone calls are like more and more, just like, hey, like this, any updates, any whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, hey, can I get a hotel room? I just heard it in his voice. He just shook his head, just like, no. But we're looking forward for a great show. I mean, I don't. If you want to pull up our guests and creators page, we just announced Jim Kruger today, right? Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of everything. If I'm not mistaken.
Don't worry about it. We get it. You're like 3 days away.
Yes, we just announced Jim Kruger today. So that was great. Last minute announcements, which are always fun because it's always like surprising because you're like, oh, like you're building up to it. You're like, oh, here's one more.
And
Like,
another
oh,
one.
awesome, great.
And another one.
Yeah, and another one. And then we got probably some of the best artist alley like at this show. We got a couple of our staples who do our show that we love seeing every single year, and we also have a few of our a few like legendary people coming too, which is fantastic. And one of our staples, Greg Hildebrand, who passed earlier this year. There's Spiderweb Art Gallery right up on the screen now.
Black Box Comics. That's awesome.
His wife and manager Jean, she'll be there with her Spiderweb art booth. If you guys been to our show, been up to the show before, you know what it looks like. So she'll have a bunch of his art on display there. Plus, we have a panel honoring Greg Hildebrand where everyone's sharing a bunch of stories from the time with him. So, if I'm not mistaken, things will be. I think Walt and Weezy are going to be in that one. Gene will be in there. I think Dave will be on that one too. Just sharing their memories and a couple of the other artists from the memories of the time like spent with Greg and memories and stories like that, which is really fantastic. We're really excited about having that one too.
I like how he does things. I like how he puts all this stuff together. You know, he really cares about the community.
He does, and I mean, with the other, if you take a look at all the other comic book, if we take a look at a lot of the comic book shows, there's only a few shows left that focus on the comics.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be part of this one. Like, this day was complete accident how I became part of this one, which is it was fun. And I've been with Garden State about 10 years now, give or take.
That's a long time.
It is. I started off doing video for them, and then somehow he's like, hey, do you want to be general manager? I said, sure. Why not? What do I have to do? Because just basically make sure that everything goes according to the way it's supposed to and try to fix any problems as they come up. I'm like, oh, I did that already in my regular job, so yeah, let's do it here. Let's see what we got.
That's when the real world and the other world come together.
Yes. I mean, as I like to say too, it doesn't have to last forever. Just for the weekend. If you got to put duct tape on something and it lasts for the weekend, you're good to go. Because by the time anyone realizes that it's not right, someone's on to something else. It happens. It's good, and we're really, really excited about it this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
and
awesome.
Especially for the new location, similar. We're still the coolest comic book convention in Jersey. Can't beat that. You take over two ice rinks in the lobby. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a blast.
Yeah,
it is.
So it's great.
Same. I'm
People,
looking forward to it.
fans, collaborating with artists. It's just really a great opportunity here. It really is.
Thank you. And I always look forward to it. I'm always excited for all the shows. The anime convention, this one, Winterfest, every single one. That's a panel schedule right up here for. Let me see. I think Greg is on Saturday for his panel, and then but since you got this one up here, the one on Sunday. Sorry. This is Saturday. Thanks for the memories. That's
there we
the
go.
regular Brett one.
I thought it was there. Hold on.
Yeah, sure. No, it was. It's thanks for the memories. I forgot that we renamed it because I just called it the Hildebrand panel.
So wait, you got Sergeant Slaughter doing a panel?
We do have Sergeant Slaughter doing a panel.
So he's there and he's doing a panel.
Yes, he is there and he's doing a panel. Yes, I know. And photo ops. Don't forget about the photo ops.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You guys can hang out with the Slaughter himself, man.
I know, right? I mean, come on. We're the only guys go from wrestling to G.I. Joe. Right?
Oh, dude, man. I still have my action figure. I've been looking for it like every time I know he's going to be somewhere, but I never find it while I know where he is.
Right. We were talking on another show with Vin Deluxe from Kaiju Con.
Oh, definitely.
It was just like going back to the old wrestling days. I mean, Sergeant Slaughter, I grew up with him. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Love it.
I did too. Like I'm like, feel like I want to go to like wrestling con this weekend or something, and just go over like I remember all these guys. This was very nice.
I like was it WrestleMania 7 with Slaughter and Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan. That was a good
Oh, yeah.
classic.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
A good one. And I mean, our panels are like, you know, take a look at Saturday. Like Wolverine Goes Alone. It's the whole panel dedicated straight to Wolverine's first solo story, which is printed in the UK. Like Marvel finally acknowledged which one was the first Wolverine solo story. You know, and then even like it's basically look at that. We even had like industry panels with the Kickstarting Your Comics Career.
Yeah, right there. Kickstarting Your Comics Career.
Yeah.
Superhero Journey, Conversations on Grief. Wow.
Yes. That one.
We do more than just trace. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, our pal Keith Williams will be
Keith
there.
Williams.
Yes.
Bob Almond.
Yes. Scott Hanna, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, listen to those names, folks. Listen to those names. You know you want to be there.
Some legendary people.
Yeah.
You know,
Damn it! I gotta attend a booth. How am I gonna miss? I can't see any of this stuff.
I gotta have somebody watch. Yeah, I gotta have somebody watch my table so I can go to some of the panels.
You never.
You watch the table.
You're never there.
Out the panel.
I know.
Yeah.
I have a problem. I walk away sometimes.
Just take your cash box with you. That's all you need.
Exactly.
Yeah, put the sheet over to your cash box, walk away. The funny thing too about the inkers, I'm a big Kevin Smith fan, so you know, Chasing Amy's actually up. When I was younger, Chasing Amy was like, all right, whatever. But like as I got older, like, oh, Chasing Amy, I like that. And they had the whole argument about inkers being traced throughout that whole movie, which is he named it. I was like, oh, nice Chasing Amy reference. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I never watched them. You should. Here's some clips. Watch, you're good. It's fine. He's not. It's totally fine. I'm like, oh yeah, it's totally good. You know, it's not for everyone, so I'm good. But yeah, I mean, it made a set of panels. I think like these panels, we started working on them January, something like that for these. Yeah,
you have to prepare way ahead of time. Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know that. I've done enough panels to know that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, even some of them too. We're like, oh hey, here, like, you know, we know kind of an idea of who our guests are going to be before we release them to the public, of course. And that's just how you got to do it. But you know, we're like, okay, we think they'll do it 10 pounds. So we got a spreadsheet, and it just says, hey, this person panel, like, who are we doing? That kind of thing. And then we go ask them, like, yes. And then our host for the Sergeant Slaughter panel and the Muppets panel, and also this is a good panel for anyone who kind of wants some behind the scenes info about how the conventions run. Is I hope nobody shows the last one on Sunday. You actually get to ask. You want to find them? That's where you're going to find them, at that panel. You get to actually ask them some questions about like the convention, and possibly air any grievances you have.
I have to say that you just made a mistake. Now you told people where to find Dave.
Oh, I know. But that's Sunday at the end of the show. I still don't think he's going to show up for it.
He's going to be at somewhere else. And he's going to be on screen.
It's going to be like John. It's going to be like John Cena. It's just going to be like this.
Cardboard cutout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, folks! This is the fun convention. There is so much that happens at this convention. You guys got to check this out. And he's right. This is one of the last comic book conventions.
Yes.
Because it's all about comics in this thing. Even though you can find other things, you can find video games, you can find D&D, you can find. There's so much other stuff there too.
Yeah, we had a bunch of vendors, and we had a good variety of vendors too. We got everything, like you said, everything from comics to we do have a couple action figure dealers and a couple classic toys dealers, along with lightsabers and all that fun stuff. I mean, if you're looking for it, good chance you're going to find it here. I mean, hopefully it don't make it sound like a flea market, because it's absolutely not. I've never been to one of these. But it is, I'm always finding stuff. That's my biggest thing. I go in and I'm like I see everyone setting up and I'm like, what am I getting? What am I picking up? I start looking around, start shopping. I use the argument is my wife on Sunday after we're done, she's like, how much you spent? Like, don't worry about it.
I gotta say, look at these big names, folks.
Yeah.
Look at these big names.
Yeah. This one actually, this one's good. This is the first time. This is the first time in an extremely long time that both of them would be together doing a photo op, and they're
Wow.
both, from what I got, both of them are bringing white dresses, and I think Maitland's also bringing a blonde wig with her too. So it's going to be a rare opportunity to get a White Chicks reunion photo op with them.
That's cool too.
This one's great too. You can't, come on, Shredder and Splinter, like this is stuff we grew up on.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
I like that part. He's like, "You will answer."
Yeah,
when he has them up in there. That's cool.
you can't beat that. Big Trouble in Little China and James Pax. I mean, I'm a big Trouble in Little China fan. I had a shirt that used to say Pork Chop Express on it. Only 3 people I ever met knew what it meant, and that was nice. It was good, and I became friends with them. Oh, free parking too. That's also fantastic.
I gotta say,
So-
one of the other good things, folks, is that you can actually get to this arena much easier than the other arena.
Yes.
You can actually use mass transit to actually get there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If you're going from Newark Penn Station, however you get to Newark Penn Station, either way, bus number 73 will drop you off basically right across the street from the arena.
There you
About
go, folks.
About a 3-minute walk from there. And then we'll have the Batmobile and the Ecto 1 parked pretty much right out front over there. That's gonna be exciting for that one too. Yeah, it's good. And then also you got the zoo right there too. You can't
Oh, so
beat the zoo.
you guys got like a lot of things over here. You got you take some zoo stuff. You can do some comic stuff.
Yeah.
Go hang out with the New York City Ghostbusters.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Because you know who you're gonna call.
Yeah. Who are you gonna call?
And there's also yes, Jim's the one who did our exclusive Vampirella cover for this show.
Nice.
If you go under the exclusive, if you pull up the web stage underneath the exclusives, it's there. Along with the we got the tradition of doing the Pooh covers. And this one is Karate Kid based, which is fantastic. We're looking forward to that one. And Bad Boy of Karate. There it is right there.
Love it.
I can't beat that.
I like that. That's cute.
Yes,
Yes.
folks, remember to wear deodorant because you know nobody wants to smell you.
No, it happens. I get it. And this one's good too. Larry Liebert. He's doing signing of his new book, Chirps, and that's from 1 to 3 on Saturday. So line up soon. And here's Ann. Actually, I was just
Batmobile.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
66 Batmobile.
I liked Anne in House. She was very
I
good
did
in that.
too.
Yeah.
I just found out my wife never watched Psych before, so I was like, all right, I hadn't done for a rewatch on that one. I haven't watched that one in a few years, and yeah, she's in the first episode of that one, which is fantastic. And she was like, oh yeah, like she's gonna be there. Can't beat that.
I don't know who this guy is, but this stuff looks really fantastic, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's outstanding.
I just have too much fun.
Go ahead, Paul. You're going to be at Garden
yeah.
State ComicFest. Tell the people all about your stuff. Go for it.
Time Enforcers, where learning history is fun. It's a game that I've developed coming out of COVID. It's meant to get kids inspired to want to learn about history. Having gone through the COVID experience with my kids and seeing how an ordeal it was, not only for the students themselves, but the educators. And I really wanted to get an opportunity for people to engage and realize, yeah, it's not so bad learning about people from the past. It's really kind of cool. So that's really the premise of Time Enforcers. It's meant to look at characters from history, put them into gameplay, but then challenge players as they move through it. They got to answer questions about historical facts to progress through the game. And it's all meant to be fun. It's not really meant to put a lot of stress. Believe me, you can get through it without answering any questions if you really want to do it, but that's okay. And then we have the first episode out. It's on Mac, PC, as well as Android and the iOS. So there's really no reason why you can't play it. If you want to play it on your phone, you can. If you want to play on your desktop, you can. So episode 1 has been out since April, but we're calling a game launch. We're always calling it a game launch because people don't really know about us yet. So we're launching our game this weekend at Garden State ComicFest. So.
Nice.
And then, well, other than that, we're actually working on episode 2 now. We're pretty excited about that. We're going to be featuring a whole host of characters coming up. Amelia Earhart is one of our main characters, and she'll be playing like a Galaga experience. So you'll be able to fly her airplane and defeat Chronolist minions of Doom. And we're going to be adding an arcade level to it as well. So in addition to the storyline that you see in episode 1, we're going to have a storyline in episode 2, as well as an arcade that you can play along with. So hopefully that extends the gameplay a lot. We'll also be introducing new characters with episode 2. We have Detective Nico Time, who will be featured, voice acted by Rafael Taveras, which we're
I
excited
don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about. I'm going to get you a script very soon, bud, so then you will know what you're talking about. And then, but he is actually based on the film noir characters like Sam Spade and Philip Marlowe from the 30s and 40s. He's totally in grayscale, and anything he touches in color turns to grayscale, which is kind of cool. And he has, it's always fun trying to think of weapons for this game because I don't want it to be ultra violent, but I do want a degree of violence in it. So Nick has this device called the Gumshoe Debilitator, which is actually a magnifying glass that spits out blobs of bubble gum at the enemies and incapacitates them in their tracks. So that's one weapon we have going on for this game.
I see
The
you've
other
been
character we
gummed
have,
up.
what's that?
I see you've been gummed up.
You've been gummed up, exactly. So that's why you'll call him Gumshoe for nothing. Anyway. And then we have Togo, who is actually the sled dog from the 1925 Serum Run, and from Alaska, and he's going to be featured in this game as well. He actually won our contest last summer in terms of fans choosing the next character, and Togo came out number 1, so he'll be in this episode as well. So a lot of things are happening with this game. In addition to like the storyline, we do have a gameplay, so role-playing aspect around it, and then we have the whole, like I said, arcade feature as well. So fast and furiously trying to get this next version out. I'd like to get it out very soon so I can follow up and then hopefully put this on a Kickstarter, which should be great. So pretty excited about this. It's a lot of fun. It's very time consuming. I don't get enough sleep. That's okay.
I feel like Paul should be on his Kickstarter going, come on, folks. I want to hire people so I don't have to do it all myself.
Exactly. I want to get to a point where I can start telling people what to do like Celeste does.
And of course, Garden State ComicFest is going to be a blast because somebody else is going to be there. Some guy named Blake, and he has a comic book named Philandra.
Yes, I do. I'm very blessed and very grateful. For those who do not know me, I'm Blake Sawatsky. I'm the creator, writer of Philandra, Heroine of Darkness. And to give you an idea of it, it follows a young woman named Adriana Woods, who by day is a journeyman mechanic in training. By night, she's the vigilante Philandra, Heroine of Darkness. She has to deal with the loss of her mother, as well as the rise of crime in a futuristic cyberpunk future set 70 years. Has elements of magic, as well as themes of sisterhood and extended family and an ensemble cast. It has the, if you see in the costume, she's based, has a lot of influence of Sikh culture, and she's trained in a form of Sikh martial arts, as well as it's a combination of origins of Kung Fu as well as in stick fighting. It has the influence of like 90s animation, if you see the style. So if you're a fan of that. And if you see on the bottom there, you also have Cole, the two-tailed cat, which he's a mystical character. I will just kind of tease you that way. I don't want to give too much of that away. And also, I want to thank Garden State for putting us together. Also, Keith Williams and Ava are also going to be. We're going to be right in the similar area. Keith and Ava did the covers for issue 1. Keith did the main cover, and Ava did the variants. So it'll be on sale for the first time at Garden State ComicFest issue 1. So we are very excited. The other people that worked on it is Eli Ramos, who did the art in the book. Justin Birch, who did the lettering, and we also had Rick Parker also did some work on Philandra issue 1. He did the lettering for the logo. So a lot of wide array of people involved in this, and just very excited and very blessed. Yeah, I will be at table 82 next AA 82. I'll be there, so we're very excited. Yeah, it's based on a screenplay that's an animated series that I've been having in development. It's one of 2 projects I did during COVID, among other things. And it's the screenplay has been winning accolades across the country for the last 2 years, and the thing that'll be in the general market for the first time is going to be the comic book. So I'm very excited with that, and we've been getting a lot of appreciation, and I'm very grateful for that. Leading up to this release, and the audience is young teens to teens to young adults, and 20s, 30s, as well as the female market the demographic has been very welcoming, and I'm very excited for that and very blessed. So we're very excited. Yeah, that's the cover for issue 1. Keith did it.
Nice.
And then the variant is next to it. Let's see where we're at there. Oh, wait, we were there. Hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, it's hiding. There it is, and that's Ava's variant. It's kind of has an influence of like anime on that influence there. And then
really good.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. And Keith's is more influence of like Golden Age kind of influence on the main cover. So yeah, Keith's wonderful. He's a good friend, and I'm very grateful for the warmth that he's given. And he's a great guy.
Yeah, the legend himself, Keith Williams, who will be at Garden State ComicFest.
Yes.
And he's at a panel talking all about inking. And you know, like he likes to say, you know,
Yes.
if you commission him ahead of time, if you reach out to him, he can have it ready for you there at the convention.
Yeah.
So,
He's an awesome dude. I can't say enough good things about him. He's an awesome dude.
the legendary Keith Williams.
Yes. Legendary Keith Williams, indeed.
And he's legendary for a reason.
Yes.
Folks, you want to go talk to a nice guy, go talk to Keith Williams. But you're going to have to fight all the cosplayers and the other people that are going to be there trying to talk to him. And as you can see, folks, this con, Garden State is going to be just full of things for you to go check out and see. Besides Keith Williams and Ava, they're both going to be there, which means that you can buy your book over by Blake's table, then get it signed by Ava, or go get it signed by Keith.
That was the plan. You tipped me off. Thanks.
Paul's going to go over and get 3 signatures.
I'm there. I got to do this all before the show starts, or I'm going to be away from my
And we do have Agents of Slab is back doing CGC.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Where
these were there.
missions.
Just
So-
suck more money out of my pocket.
It's going to be a great event, and there's so many wonderful creatives and artists and vendors and panels. It's one of my favorite conventions.
That's the Resident Evil one. It was one of my favorite ones from over the years.
Dude, I love him carrying this stuff.
I know. You know,
Oh my God.
you know, when I'm a big Resident Evil fan, but after like the movie came out too, I was looking for like those vials like on eBay and stuff. Like just want them in my
Oh,
room
me
and
too.
everything.
Yeah, because this is just he did a great job with it. He made it glow in the
Oh,
dark.
yeah.
Oh, it's Hunk from Resident Evil, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Dazzlers was good.
Yeah, I mean,
Wonder Woman,
Menace One, Batman, and then Abigail. Just meeting all these people and the cosplay is just really cool. It really is a lot of fun. So,
Folks, yeah, there's a lot of cosplay You know, if you
Yep.
thought this thing was just one thing, no, it's so much, so many things. You know, cosplay, comics, it's everything. If you're looking for something, you're gonna find it at Garden State
Yeah.
Comic.
And
Absolutely.
don't forget the cosplay contest. The stage is the entire con.
Nice.
That's how it works. That's how we do it now. The entire con is a stage. We have a few secret judges, and basically, you know, at any point they're judging you, and you're entered. If you want to be, of course, you know, they let you know once they start, you know, that they're going to submit you. But the entire con is your stage for the cosplay.
And I gotta say,
See how
you know,
this-
one of my
see how
favorite
this-
things that you guys do is the passes, because you have
Yes.
the artist who did the passes there as well. Like Ava was busy, man. She's over there helping out Blake. She's over here doing the VIP pass. You know, so dudes, if you get your VIP pass, you can actually get Ava to sign it. Or the other pass is done by names always escape me.
I think
Uh,
Emma Cooper did.
There you go, Emma Cooper. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. So you got these two beautiful passes. Both people are going to be there. You can get them, get it signed, and be a VIP. Come on.
Yes.
Exactly.
Can't beat that.
Good
Can't beat
good
that.
combination. Good combination. Go get.
And then I think our general admission badge, I think that was Charles Paul Wilson, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
they do. They also have a general admission pass. I like it. I really like the fact that you got the artists there. You know, because usually you got this pass and you know it's just a pass.
Right. No, he goes all out for it. It's really good. I mean, I got my collection hanging somewhere here. I got my collection of the badges for over the years. From all the years.
That's cool with the Ninja Turtles. That's pretty cool.
See, folks, you can
Sorry,
get
I'm
them.
just trying to see if we got easy access to them. Hold them. Just
You can get them. You
menus
can get them
alone.
signed.
Tim Jacobus. He's a great
Yes.
guy too. I like him.
I gotta go get my Goosebumps books.
I started reading the new ones, House of Shivers. I know Tim didn't do the artwork, but he did like the originals and also Goosebumps 2000. But he's a great artist.
Yeah,
My childhood.
pretty much mine. I mean, I think my favorite one that I read growing up was Say Cheese and Die.
Yes, it's classic.
Had a shirt with that on it growing up.
Nice.
The Haunted Mass, Stay Out of the Basement.
Yep. And what Ghost Next Door too? I think that was one of them. If I'm not mistaken. I like that one. And then I remember the live action show for Goosebumps.
Yes, I always
like
liked the theme song. That was great.
I did too. That was a good theme song. Not as good as Are You Afraid of the Dark, but I still get haunted by 2 episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark.
Speaking of Mxartsypants, there she is, and of course you guys can see her this weekend. And you know when she brings out that mech suit, you know.
Yep.
That was amazing at CradleCon.
Oh, definitely. You know, and the guys from who did the oh my God, I'm so bad at names, folks. I know faces. I'm bad at names. Pros and cons. There you go. They're gonna be there as well, doing the beautiful stuff. And you know, we know them all, and of course, our friend, as you can see right here, Alexandria Bowman is gonna be there as well. Amazing artist, and you got to check her out as well. Come on, folks! Look how many people we got.
There's so many awesome people that are going to be here.
Sergeant Slaughter.
There you go.
Bring your GI Joes. Have them sign it.
That's worth the price of admission right there.
Right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's an order.
That's an order. Yeah. There goes the Ghostbusters. There goes Peter Griffin. I want to see Peter Griffin do his Sergeant Slaughter with Sergeant Slaughter there.
I just saw the Ghostbusters.
I got a feeling he's bringing the Sergeant. How could you not bring the Sergeant Slaughter out? Like,
I got to see it, man. I want to see them both together. Dude, that's one of the things I want to see. Both of them together.
Yeah. And I just saw the New York City Ghostbusters on Ghostbusters Day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Nice.
you were there at the firehouse, right?
Yeah, I went to college with Ryan.
Oh,
years
nice.
ago. Yeah, and then all the other guys and girls are really great. So
Yeah, no, that's it's one of our two of our exclusive covers that we got for Escape from New Jersey.
nice.
Um, that one's I usually pick up all the exclusives.
I gotta say, I like that Popeye.
That's a
Yeah,
good
that's
Popeye.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I like that Popeye.
Like blow me down.
So you're gonna be selling these books?
Who is it? I forget the artist. Oh, Piper Williams.
He's gonna be selling. Okay.
Yeah, he'll
There
have
you
them
go,
at his
folks. Now you know
table,
where to go. See, don't say I don't do things for you. Now
No,
you know
absolutely.
exactly where to go.
Yeah, but you see at the logo in the top right hand corner on the other one, and then like a step and repeat on the background over there. For the pop.
Son of Satan is over here going, at ease, maggot. And he was like,
nice.
Slaughter was the man until he went heel.
Yes.
They all go.
He's like Hulk rules. Yeah, Hulk
Good
rules.
job.
I break the rules.
I break the rules. Oh man. See, folks, look at we're already having fun and we're not even there yet.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. What else we got there? We got let's see.
And if you guys are looking to table at a convention, this is one of the conventions you need to check out.
Yes, 100%. If you're looking at the table, this is definitely one of the best ones to do it at.
Yeah, it is a great convention.
If not the best.
Oh, it's great for being there. It's great for networking. It's great, dude. It's just a great convention.
Absolutely, and also there's just so many great people that are there too. Like even like I said with my Philandra, there was a lot of people that influenced me to encourage me to go into comics and stuff like that, like Keith and Eli and Kevin Altieri and Bob Almond, and so many awesome people that ever influenced me, and then nothing but love given to me this last year. So I am just very blessed with that. And I sound like a broken record, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel. You know.
Blake, is this your first time tabling with us?
I did it last year, but I did promotion because we got pushed back.
Got it. Okay.
But this is the first one where I'm going to be tabling, and we're going to be selling the book. Yes.
Nice. Excellent.
So it'll be debuting there. So, and like I said, Dave's always been awesome, and like I said, I don't think we've met face to face officially until now.
Not yet,
so
but I'll make sure I stop by and do it outside of not digital.
Yes. Well, it's good to get a preview, and pleasure meeting you, and all of you.
Yeah, I mean everyone here, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. And well, I know Paul from we met last year, I believe, right, Paul?
Yeah, we met last year at Garden State.
Yeah. We met last year at Garden State.
Yep, big supporter. I just appreciate Blake's repeats of my posts, so I just love it.
Yeah, and I love stopping by your booth every year since you've been doing it.
Yeah, and Vaughn I met. I forget where I met Vaughn, but Vaughn's awesome too. I'm trying to remember where I met.
So guys, give me 1 second here. Dwayne has to go. Dwayne, why don't you tell the people where they can find you, all the good stuff, because we need to give you an outro.
Yeah, you're good, man. Yeah, you can find me on IG at Ride a Show. You can find my Wake Comics Facebook page. You can find the Wake First on IG as well. And again, you can go to Mxartsypants. I'll have the link in my bio where you can pick up my books. And I plan when Liar is hopefully successful, I'll put that one on Mxartsypants as well, so anybody who misses out on it can get it from Mxartsypants as well. So that's pretty much where I'm at. You can follow me on YouTube at Ride a Show as well. I post art and stuff that I do. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Either I'm on IG or I'm on YouTube or I'm on Facebook, pretty much.
And you have it, folks. Go check him out. He does great stuff. You want to go follow him, and we're gonna have him back so he can do his whole Kickstarter thing in August.
Well, again, man, thank you for having me. It's awesome that you got me on early, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Anytime, bro.
I'll say it's good to meet all y'all in here too.
Good luck on Prism too.
Yeah, good luck on Prism.
Shoot us social media requests.
Exactly.
We'll follow you
I definitely will. Yeah.
Best of luck, Wayne.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening.
Have a good
Take
evening.
care.
I gotta
So while we're doing this, Celeste, why don't you tell the people all the good stuff? I'm gonna have to go look for a battery because my mouse died. But you go ahead and talk as I do that.
Well, before I get into all that, I feel kind of crazy that I got to come talk to you guys because last year I was looking for New Jersey-based Comic Cons to table at because I'm working on my a story called Dragonfly Beach, and it takes place in a fictionalized version of Wildwood, New Jersey.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So I grew up in Philly, but my family lives in Wildwood most of the time, and I got to see kind of the off-season version of those areas, and it's a lot different than the summertime thing. So the story is a paranormal mystery horror young adult. And when I finally finished the book, I was like, well, it would be really cool to debut it at a New Jersey-based Comic-Con. And Garden State came across my desk, and I was like, well, if I ever finish this thing, I'll do that one. So it's been cool to hear you guys talk about it and see all the fun stuff that I could see. And with the Batmobile, that's my husband's #1 Batmobile. I have like 5 figurines of that exact Batmobile in my bedroom right now. So I was like, man, if I had it ready, I'd be out there.
Yeah, you'd be out there doing all
There's
the good
always
stuff.
next time.
Exactly.
There's always next year.
And
Also, just to let you know, Garden State ComicFest has expanded. Now it has like 5 shows. So you can choose from those 5 shows.
Yes, we have 3. We have the total for Garden State as a convention company. We have 3 shows that are comic book based now, which is our Winter Fest, which is basically like mostly thank you to the artists and vendors and the fans of Garden State. A little smaller, a little funner, a little more intimate. It feels almost like a throwback to those, like the old ones we grew up with in the basement of a church or a hotel. But we do it. but we take over Sussex County Fairgrounds. We take over a couple buildings there, and it's always a fun time doing it there. And then we just added on this year Vineland, New Jersey, which is a little more closer to Wildwood and so on. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it would be super cool to kind of get to do a convention that's closer to where I grew up. I mostly do the Colorado ones out here and the smaller ones. So you've sold me on it. I'll try to make it happen one of these coming years. But in terms of what I'm doing, you can find me anywhere on the internet. I do Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok. And my handle is Mxartsypants. So you can find me there. We are currently promoting Prism. Would love any form of support there. Even $1 goes a long way for us. And if you follow me online, you can see all the other projects and stuff I'm doing. I am an artist on Gods Untold, which is a comic that is out of Europe, actually. And it does a lot of alternative, not mainstream religious folklore stories, and I'm working on one about a Canadian cryptid with an artist from Canada, so that'll be coming out this year as well. So it's been great to chat and listen and hear all about this convention and be totally convinced I have to be there. So
there you go, folks. That's how we do it. It's all kismet. This show, for some reason, always works out like this.
It does. We try.
It's good stuff.
Of course, tell the people where they can go this weekend to go to Garden State ComicFest.
You can also share in the comments too. But GardenStateComicFest.com. That's pretty much right here. I actually run the website too and semi-design it. So if there's any issues, it's on me. So I do try. I'm not the so. I get better every year with it as we go along. So
I gotta say, I can tell you that it looks much better every year that I look at it.
Yeah, I got a lot of it too. Honestly, a lot of it too is like, okay, cool. When I was younger, I used to be, I like, I had websites and whatnot and so on, like middle school, high school, like those early years. Um, Used to trade Japanese wrestling tapes, like the barbed wire matches and fluorescent bulb matches. I don't know if you guys remember any of those.
Terry Funk did a lot of those and did the
Yeah.
explosions. Yeah, I remember those.
Oh yeah. So
yeah.
I had dated myself, but I had an Angel Fire site that had to list all the tapes I had, and I would trade with everybody else
Nice.
out there who had them. So I had to learn HTML for that. I'm good now. I mean, it's way more complicated. I'm good at reading. I can read the HTML, so I know what everything's doing, but I still have to look up how to do everything. But I mean, even website building, a lot of it's come like, oh, here's the block. Place this block here. Place this block here. But as I go on every year, I've been getting better and better, and trying to make it look like, okay, hey, what's this site doing? How can I do it with our stuff and how we're set without losing our Garden State identity? Sorry to go off on the tangent there, but I'm very happy with the way it came out this year.
I think it's going to be the biggest one and the best one yet.
Yes, absolutely. I am too. I am pumped for it. I'm always pumped, but I'm like extremely more pumped for this one.
Right, it's going to be a good weekend.
Yes, absolutely is.
I definitely agree with that. That's why you guys should continue and follow up with that, and you can tell the people you're going to be there. So
yeah, I mean, you'll see me floating around. I'm walking around. Usually, you find me first before you find Dave. That's true. How it goes. Yeah, I said so. Usually find me first. Then if we got to escalate, then it's like going to the next thing on tech support.
There you go.
I still think there's two people before you get up there. It's like what was it? Fresh off the boat when they're buying the car.
Yeah.
They made it all the way to Shack. If everyone watched it, I watched a lot of TV. That's what I do.
I didn't see Fresh Off the Boat, but I hear good things.
It's a fun show, excellent show. Might have stayed on just 1 or 2 seasons too long, but every hit show does that. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah,
I can't think of a single show that I've liked that doesn't have at least one season where you're like, eh.
Well, to be fair, we were talking about House before. I thought it ended. I thought it ended just right. I think the finale, not to be on a tangent, but I think the finale was actually pretty good.
That was a fantastic finale, but
yeah,
fantastic finale on that one. But for the most part, in general, even when you have shows that run that long, there are seasons that are just like, eh. Supernatural, what was it? The Leviathans?
Yeah.
Dude, everybody always asks me, and she goes, they go, oh, well, Ralph, with Supernatural, you used to watch it, right? I'm like, yeah, but just avoid the Leviathan seasons.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. That one, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the first half of the college years on that one, or maybe all the college years on that.
I would say I love Arrow, but I'm not a fan of the last season.
It's not. That one stayed a little too long too. But what became
when they start switching sides of the characters, like the good goes evil, evil goes good.
Yeah,
they've gone too far.
Oh yeah,
they've gone too far. They don't know what they're running anymore.
Yeah. My wife and I, our favorite out of the DC, out of the Arrowverse, our favorite show became Legends of Tomorrow.
I couldn't get into it. I don't know. I don't know what it was. No disrespect or anything.
No. Did you get past the first season?
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You
needed to get past the first season.
You gotta get past. I know it sucks saying you gotta watch these 14 or 15 episodes or whatever for that first season, because basically they start off as, oh, hey, we're time travelers, we're serious, whatever, but then they realize, oh, we are not this show, we're actually this show. And it gets so much better. It's so much better after that. I say give it a shot if you want to skip over the whole Rasputin storyline.
Okay.
Which was basically, what's his Roy? What's his name? Doctor Who.
What's his name?
Roy.
He played the Purple Man too.
Yes.
Tennant.
David Tennant.
No.
Yeah.
No. I meant for Legends of Tomorrow. Rory from Amy Pond and Matt Smith. There.
Okay.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Get past if you just skip over those two and then go into it, or watch a couple highlight episodes. It was like, oh, this is great, love it.
Nice.
Yeah,
I have to jump back into it. The ones I watched religiously was Arrow and The Flash.
Yes.
I like The Flash.
I like The Flash too. That was my wife.
You know, there's a rumor that he's going to be the new Flash, right?
I heard that rumor
I
too.
don't know. We'll see.
That's the rumor.
I'd be okay. I liked him as the Flash. I thought it was great. I mean, even the Flash, as much as I loved it, my wife and I, our wedding song, our first dance was from the musical episode.
Nice.
Oh, too cool.
That was a good episode.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Oh, don't worry.
No. It's fine.
That's what we do here.
Good conversation.
We geek out here. That's what we do.
Tangents are common in this show, so
okay.
You can blame me because I started the conversation.
I went up watching the musical episode right before her, and I texted her, called her, I remember. I said, "Hey, I found our wedding song." She goes, "What is it?" I'm like, "You'll see. You'll know it when you hear it." And then she wound up watching it later, and she was like, "Yes." She spotted yes, so we were locked in, which was very nice. And it was good. It was a fun wedding. Although my entire wedding looked like the cast of The Sopranos or Godfather.
How long you been married?
7 years. 7 years now with a 4-year-old and a second one on the way.
Congratulations,
sir.
I am. Thank you. So we're excited, and my little one's coming to the convention. He almost always comes every year.
Nice.
So he usually walk around with him. I might have to put a leash on him this year because now he's a runner.
Okay.
Like a couple of years when he was smaller, where he just would walk, I could let him lead. But this time, nah, I gotta. Here's your vest, here's the thing on my wrist. Let's go.
That's how it is, man. So you gotta keep track of them.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Blake. Where are you gonna be?
Okay.
Where are you gonna be, Blake?
I am going to be surrounded by some awesome creators and artists and vendors and all kinds of cool people. I will be at the Garden State ComicFest Saturday and Sunday, table AA-82, and we look forward to seeing all kinds of cool cats and fans. And I say this all the time, if you don't have fans, you have nothing. You got to appreciate the fans and the people. That's what I always say. But it's going to be, I'm looking forward to it, as always.
And of course, like we were saying before, you can go say hi to Keith Williams, who will be there as well.
Yes.
And Ava will be there as well. So
absolutely.
You guys, there's a lot of people for you to see.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch off the top of my head. Like I said, Ava, Keith, Enrique Lopez.
Yep, Enrique Lopez.
Kevin Altieri. Who else do I know that's going to be there? Bob Almonds, Bob Verdansky,
Von Coleman.
Yes, Von Coleman. Len.
Len's there. Cool.
Yeah, Len's going to be right next to me. Yeah.
Nice.
Keith's going to be on my one side and Len's going to be on the other. So
that's the way. See, that's what you had to say. If you want to see Keith, come next to me.
Oh, there you go. And then Ava is right next to Len. So and then Kevin's going to be right in front of me. So it's
nice.
Very
see
good
folks,
company.
now we're getting information. You go see Blake and you see everybody.
That's why I'm saying I want to say thank you. You it's a nice setup, and I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you.
So the setup, that's all Dave. My entire job is to make sure his vision comes to fruition as best as possible.
Yeah, and there's many other people that are going to be there too that are awesome. Nick, Chris.
Yeah, Nick's going to be there. Yep.
Chris. Like I said, forgive me. It's late, so I apologize.
Don't worry, my brain starts to go around this time.
my mind is good, but it's short. And but
that's why you end the show around about now.
Yeah, exactly. So now, but looking forward to it, and come out, see some awesome people, and also Philandra will be on sale for the first time at the table. So
There you have it, folks, and of course, Paul, you'll be there too.
I'm going to be on the vendor side of the house. We're at table 154. So we're going to be giving away some free stuff, candy, buttons, but we also have really cool swag for sale. We've got the game on disc if you don't want to download it on your phone. And we also have the debut of a new T-shirt design we did, as well as what we call blip clips, right, Ralph?
The blip clips. You're going to have them with you. Oh,
yeah, we're going to have the Inquisitor blip clip.
Yeah.
Yep. And then also we have, new magnets for Nick and Time. And actually, Shadow Rabbit is going to be displaying a statue he created for us. So it looks awesome, of Kaizen. So the Kaizen character on the left-hand part of the screen there, Shadow Rabbit actually did a really cool statue of that. So that'll be on display at our booth as well. So all great stuff. You can get the game. You can meet Amelia Earhart as well as C.T. Haugens, not Doc Brown. And we're going to have a blast. So we can meet new fans and really introduce them to a really cool game. Pretty excited about that.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone again this weekend.
Absolutely. And
There you go. Blip clips.
See right here. That's the blip chip right there.
Yeah,
the
that's
blip
very
chip.
cool.
I gotta say, I got my own blip chip over here of my character Hugbert. He does an amazing job. Game of Tunes, go check him out.
Very cool.
Dude, this thing even has a theme song. Wait, let me.
I was going to say, you're not playing the theme song, Ralph.
Hold on, I'll put it on.
There you go.
Blip chips. Blip chips. Blip chips. Blip chips.
I didn't understand why Russ didn't get the Who song, Slip Kit. That would have been cool. But anyway.
I think he wanted his own song.
Oh, is that it?
Good, yeah.
Okay.
So, folks, as you can tell, we have a lot of fun here. We always geek out. It is always a creative endeavor here at the Written Writ. And, of course, on this show, when the show ends, I press the button, and where it stops, nobody knows.